Hello guys, and thanks for joining me. I hope all is well. Today I would like to talk to you about sins and particularly share with you some interesting cases when committing a sin is actually allowed. You all know by now about God's 10 commandments and 7 mortal sins and 7 virtues that help us overcome these sins. But the purpose of this video will be to cover some cases when committing a sin is allowed. Now, usually we are allowed to commit a sin only in cases when not committing that sin will mean committing even greater sin. And I'll give you a few examples. You all know that we should not lie and we should always tell the truth. However, there are some cases when telling the truth is actually far greater sin than telling a lie. And I'll give you the example of that. Imagine there are some bad guys going after the people that you love, just hypothetically speaking. So you help the loved ones to hide, and then these bad guys face you and start asking you questions. And one of the questions, do you know where they are? And most likely you will say that you don't. And therefore you would lie and commit a sin. However, by not telling them the truth, you are committing lesser of a sin. If you told them the truth, then chances are they go find people that you love and hurt them, possibly even kill them. So in this case, by telling them the truth, you would commit far greater sin than if you lied to them. So in this case, telling a lie, which is still a sin, is allowed to prevent you from committing even greater sin. I'll give you another example. We all know that we should not steal. However, imagine you're the guy who somehow knows about the plans of hijackers commit to terrorist acts on September 11th. And you manage to steal their passports so they cannot board those planes. Now, by stealing their passports, you commit a sin. However, you commit that sin for not committing even greater sin, allowing these people to get on the plane and do what they did. And the last example that I'll give you, you know that we shall not commit murder. However, imagine you're a person who knows one of the dictators. Let's take one of the greatest dictators, Mao Zedong of China. And you are the guy who actually knows that he's about to start his so-called cultural revolution, as a result of which lives of close to 78 millions of people were lost. Now, if you were close to him and you would know about his plans and you choose to neutralize him before he starts his cultural revolution, you could save millions of lives. So in this case, and I understand this is an extreme example, extreme case. However, even committing a murder sometimes is allowed to prevent murder of millions of people. It's very important when you choose to commit a sin. If you choose to do that, it's very important to use your conscience. You should absolutely know and feel in your heart that you're doing the right thing. This should not be done in the way of justifying anything you do. You really need to justify it. You need to prove it to yourself that you commit this sin not to commit even greater sin. I hope everything I talked to you about today made sense to you. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon.